And it's a chapter that deals with teens and children who've taken their own lives. In one day, I had 4 readings in a row that related to moms who had lost their sons. And it was so beautiful how the children came through to make sure that that message was captured in the book. Just over and over again, the book wrote itself. I just listened. That's all really life is about. Listening, allowing, reception. The biggest obstacle in your life will always be your mind. And as it says in the book, in the healing process that a lot of us go through, the grief, pain and suffering is helpful to a certain extent, and then when it doesn't serve you anymore, it's time to let it go and just appreciate and feel the connection. And I get the best job in the whole world. Twice in my life, I have been blessed. One time, I worked in biotechnology when I first got out of college. Kodak bought our biotech company, and they grew me to be their youngest vice president ever. I was 27 years old. They sent me to business school. I was all set to go, and I said, you know what? Nah, no thanks. I want to go in education. So my family's like, what's going on? This is, I'm like, no, this is what I want to do. I get in education, work my way up. I get to work at several really great colleges. One right now is School for Alternative Medicine. And again, even though it's a great experience, that's not my calling. So I have to say once again, no. And so as of January, this is my life, okay? And it's the best life possible because I get to be the cell phone between spirit and the physical world. I get to help people with the messages that come through to let people know life is continuous. There's no barrier to love. The only barrier is the mind or the personality. We're all spirit. We're all spirit, and we're all wearing these bodies. Just like you put clothes on your physical body today, your soul's wearing this body. And while it's wearing this body, you have a certain personality. And your soul chose to have this personality so that it could learn. And when you're all done with your clothes, you put them away for the day. Well, when you're all done with your physical body, you're going to put away, and your soul's going to go on, and it's going to take with it all the treasures of a lifetime, and all the treasures of all the lifetime experiences had. And that information, that entity, that soul is always available to you. Always. Spirit speaks to everyone. No one's special. No one's special. What's special is when you can listen, when you can hear, and when you take the time. Put the cell phone down for a minute. Put the computer away. Just listen. They're speaking. And they spoke very loud and clear with this message. A very important message to parents. Because imagine the grief of losing a child. But what they say over and over and over again. Beautiful message. They talk about divine love. And it's so hard to put words to the emotions that they express through this divine love. It's easy to trust and have faith in the love of someone who's sitting next to you and believe it because you can see him, you can touch him. But imagine the opportunity, and that's the word they use, the opportunity of loving and trusting someone that you can't see with your physical senses, but you can feel with your intuitive, your heart senses. And so children in spirit are speaking loud and clearly to their parents about divine love. Another great divine timing that came with this book is when I was ready to finish the book, this summer, the school I worked at gave a symposium. And of all the great people I got to meet, one of my favorite authors came to speak, and it was by a fluke. His son, Don Miguel Luis's son, was supposed to come and speak at the symposium we had. Well, instead, Don Miguel showed up with him, and I got an hour by myself to sit and talk about divine love. Perfect timing for the book, again, all divine timing. And what he told me, he said, Jeff, I want you to remember something, and I want you to tell everyone. By the way, has anyone read the 4 Agreements or the Mastery of Love?